up, guys? My name is Ben, one of the chief residents at Yale Radiology. Unfortunately, since we're not able to meet in person this year, we thought I'd give you a personal tour of the department to give you a glimpse of what it's like as a resident here. So come check us out. All right, Martin.
Yes, man.
Let's do date, marry, kill rotations edition.
I'm part of the interventional radiology residency or the integrated program, so I'll just marry that one. I would date, I think, ED radiology.
Okay.
Actually. I do like ED radiology.
You want to date him, but you don't want to quite marry them.
Yeah, it's just sometimes I feel, it's kind of motivating to be in the ED, making all those diagnoses.
But ED gets a little bit too much sometimes. Too much.
It can be too much, so sometimes,
it's hard to commit. It's hard to commit that you don't want to marry ED. Okay, fair enough.
Every now and then, I think I do like to hang out at the ED and to date. I would like to date the ED.
Okay, kill.
Kill. I just don't want this to be controversial. Maybe chest.
Chest? Ooh, Amy's not gonna be happy.
And the reason for that, not because
he hates all the attendings there.
No, a little bit. The reason I say chest is just because of all the pulmonary nodules. But I do love the rotation. I do love the attendings they teach. Actually, this is the best teaching rotation that we have at Yale.
Fair enough. Diplomatic answer, safe answer.
Yeah.
Martin, thanks for hanging out with us.
No worries, Ben.
All right, my arm's getting tired, man. I gotta hold this camera.
My favorite.
All right, Clifford Shin, one of my co-residents, also on the nuclear medicine pathway. Hey, Cliff, can you tell me all the applicants out there what that pathway entails?
Yeah, sure. Yale offers a separate pathway where you use 16 months of your residency, of your 48 months of residency in total, to learn nuclear medicine. Now, you can get the AVR subspecialty certificate by just doing 8 additional months. But here at Yale, we want you to go beyond that. So besides the certificate, we want you to actually sit for the AVNM, which is the American Board of Nuclear Medicine, for the actual board. So you'll be dual boarded in both radiology by the AVR and by nuclear medicine with AVNM. And that requires you to actually do 12 additional months in addition to the 4 months that every resident will do. So it's 16 months by that. Okay?
Thank you for this in-depth response.
Okay.
I didn't include in this video, but he's actually walking around with this relic around his neck. I'm not sure what it is, but he's not one of us.
So in nuclear medicine, you will spend time with cardiac radiology or nuclear cardiology, and you'll be running some of the stress tests. So for that, you have to listen to
He's
patients.
lying. He just likes carrying this around.
And do physical exams.
What is that? Just kidding.
But yeah, nuclear medicine is really fun. We just started our first Pluvictal treatment last week. It's the newly approved FDA treatment for prostate cancer. And we also treat with Xofigo and Lutathera. So we do all the cutting edge therapies in nuclear medicine here at Yale.
Cool. Thanks for your time, Cliff.
Okay, thank you.
All right, I have Callie here, one of the new R1s. Callie.
Hello.
Callie's on Gen Nukes. Callie, how's Gen Nukes been so far?
It's been great. You see a wide variety of studies, things that you really haven't been exposed to in med school before. So it is like every day you're learning about a different study. The guidance from the upper levels and the attendings has been wonderful. So I don't feel like I'm getting lost in the shuffle, just learning every day.
All right, what's your favorite rotation been so far? And what?
I loved chest. I feel like in med school I had a little bit of exposure to reading chest radiographs or x-rays, but the attendings in chest are wonderful. They ask you questions so you feel motivated to study. But it was wonderful. I feel like I left with way more knowledge than I could have imagined.
After work hours, what do you like to do for fun around New Haven?
Yeah, well, we have a very social group of R1s, so I feel like we have gotten a great sense of the restaurants, not just the pizza in New Haven. There diverse cuisine in New Haven, which you really wouldn't know until you come here. So a lot of great sushi, ramen. People in our class really like to cook too, so it's been fun to see everyone's kind of take on what they make for a social crowd. But
Cool. Thank you for the answer, Kelly.
you're welcome.
All right, down with Julian here today. He's currently on cardiac. What's like a one pleasant surprise coming to Yale to train?
I think one thing that's been really surprising me is flexibility. People here are generally really nice, and they will basically accommodate whatever kinds of goals you have regarding residency or your experience, as long as you're willing to put in the effort and you demonstrate that you're really interested and engaged in your education. There are many people here who do like various different educational pathways, look at a different degree, or they'll do multiple subspecialties, and the program really tries to go out of their way to make those things possible.
And that's always really important. That you always got supportive programs, not only in your educational pursuits, but also just wellness.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, it's almost like lunchtime. Riddhi, what is your go-to for our diverse selection of food carts outside the hospital?
You know, that's the toughest question I've been asked. I would argue between the halal carts. They have the best lemon chicken rice, and I think a close second would be, I really like the Thai food.
Which one? Thai Jasmine?
Jasmine.
Yeah. I know nobody asked me, but if I have to say, the Korean, the bibimbap place, also the Thai place, I definitely agree. My top three. Also, third one, the Lou's Chinese food carts definitely go to.
The Lou's for sure.
Who is your favorite chief, and why is it Ben?
My favorite, if I were to say Ben, do you want me to say you because you're sitting
no,
right?
I
But
did definitely didn't
if
say
it
that.
were Ben, it
Yeah.
would be because you have this one chief
Say
make
it.
residency
Make me look good.
better.
Make me
yeah,
look good.
but
Make it
but
sound
I
good.
am, and so
Yeah.
you're that chief. You're a wellness chief.
Oh, thank you.
basically.
Yeah.
So
Yes, thank you, Riddhi. Thank you so much for honest answers. This is all organic, by the way. I didn't prepare for this.
Yeah.
This is
He totally didn't bribe me with
yeah, I definitely did not bribe her with her Thai
food
food.
card offers.
Yeah. All right, say you're on a weekend call,
Okay.
and you're like 30 CTs behind,
Okay.
but you have to assemble your elite team to clear the list. Who are you picking, man?
Okay, well, 30 CTs behind. Hopefully that never happens to begin with.
Never
so that
happens here. Never
hypothetical.
happens here.
Attending all-star biology route.
Oh,
It's got to be
quick.
biology.
He's too quick, man.
He's too quick. He'll never let the list get long.
Yep.
In terms of junior, not really sure. You know, a lot of the juniors I've worked with have been all really good. I've worked with Sean twice. He's been great.
Excellent.
So it's a good
Cool.
pick.
One senior, man. Can't be you though.
One senior, so it has to be anyone in the residence. I mean,
Yeah.
we're looking at Ben Jang right here.
minus me,
so
minus me and you. Minus me and you.
I would go with the one and only Cliff Shin.
Oh, he's
a
great.
legend. A legend.
He's a legend. I gotta get an interview with him actually.
You got it.
Fantastic choice.
All
Cyrus.
right.
Thank you for your time.
Of course.
All right, we have Munroop here, one of the R1s. What's the fun thing to do in New Haven? What you've been up to?
Yeah, so when I first moved here, I'm from Phoenix. When I first moved here, New Haven's a lot smaller, so I was a little nervous about what there is to do. But actually, I'm on the social committee for the program, and we've been able to host quite a bit of social events. And so we've done happy hours at different bars, which has been really fun. We've also have a women in radiology group and have organized a few events with them, including a happy hour for women in interventional radiology, which was really fun. And we also recently did a hike, which is one of my favorite things to do, so we were able to organize that event as well. One of the other things that's really cool about being at Yale is that we have a women house staff organization that organizes events for women across all specialties, so kind of allows us to interact and become friendly with other residents outside of our own program.
So social, man. You have so much stuff going on here. A lot of supportive and fun things you can do here.
Yeah, yes, definitely. It's been really fun.
Awesome.
Come to Yale.
Yeah. Thanks for your time, Mandy.
Yeah, you're welcome.
We have Nadia here, one of the junior chiefs. Now, there are multiple different research pathways available for radiology residents here, and two of them are home pathway, another one being a PhD pathway. So, Nadia, could you kind of explain more about these two pathways and what you're in and what it entails?
Yeah, so these are actually very unique, interesting features of the Yale Radiology program. There are not very many programs across the country that offer these types of situations to their residents. The Holman pathway is through the American Board of Radiology, and that's the 18 to 21 months of protected research time during your residency. That time is only during your residency. So if you're interested in pursuing research either just on its own or you already have a PhD and you want to continue that research, you can apply to Holman in order to do that. We have had people do that in the past. One of our residents who's now a fellow here actually did that. And then another thing you can do is use the Holman pathway to get your PhD, because to apply to the PhD you need to demonstrate that you have time to put into it. Holman gives you that time. So you apply to Holman, you achieve Holman, you apply to the PhD, and you can use Holman time in order to get your PhD if that's something that's on your bucket list. And then finally, if you are not interested in doing Holman, but maybe you want to start doing research or you want to do a PhD starting after most of your clinical training is done and even after your boards potentially, or kind of in that time frame, we have had residents who have started the PhD program during their 4th year when they have a lot of elective time. So there's a lot of opportunity here to kind of create a path that's unique for you.
So it sounds like a lot of different kind of pathways available if you're really into research, just like Nadia here, also Holman pathway, and also on her way to get her PhD. Thanks, Nadia.
Of course.
All right, I have Anna here, one of the R3s. Anna, what's going on in your life?
A whole lot. I just got back from maternity leave after having a 3-month-old, so that was pretty great. I got about 11 weeks of maternity leave, which was awesome. The GME gives about 12 weeks, and then on top of it, our program director made sure I could take at least 11 to 12 weeks if I wanted. Our seniors made sure my schedule accommodated that, so I felt very supported.
Cool. That's good to hear. I feel like, as you go through your residency, life happens. So I think it's really important to have a program that really supports you, not only at your work, but also outside as well for your overall wellness.
Exactly, and our program is very flexible with all of that. So there's lots of solutions to those scheduling issues that might come up, like new additions to your family.
If you were a radiology sign, what sign would you be, and why would you be Throckmorton?
Wow. Well, it's got to be the panda sign.
Why?
It's so cute.
Just like him. Just like him. That's a wrap. Thank you guys for coming on this tour. Best of luck with the match, and hope you guys like the video. Thanks, guys.